It's what you're doing, making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my call.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are tackling a complete kitchen declutter and organization in our new house. I'm also going to be heavily focused on deep cleaning this extremely messy kitchen. I am going to be making this episode 2 in my Organized with Olivia series, and if you missed out on episode 1, that's where I decluttered and organized our kitchen pantry, and it turned out so good. So I'll make sure to have that video linked down below. But today, while we deep clean, I'm going to be taking a really messy drawer that's in our kitchen from messy to minimal. I'm slowly working my way through our kitchen and the rest of our house just to organize everything little by little. And if you are excited, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And also make sure you are subscribed with your bell notifications turned on so you don't miss out on any future videos. I'm starting out my Sunday morning the same as I do every single day, and I thought I would share it because it has made such a difference in my gut health. This is not sponsored. It's just something that I've been using. It's been working for me, and I thought it would be helpful to share in case any of you are struggling with the same symptoms. So for as long as I can remember, I constantly would feel bloated. I would have stomach aches. And even if I ate super healthy, went to the gym, did the right things, I would still feel bloated. So I started incorporating greens into my daily routine, and it has made such a difference. I drink this first thing in the morning before I consume anything else. There are a ton of brands out there, but I've been using the First Form greens, and they have been working wonders for me. I do mix my greens with reds and also L-carnitine for added flavor, but the greens are where it's at. If you really struggle with feeling bloated or, you get constant stomach aches, highly recommend looking into the greens. Again, I use the First Form brand, and I'll make sure to have the ones I use linked down below in the description box if you want to check it out. You guys know I can't get started on any decluttering or organizing until I get the space that I'm working in completely back in order. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of picking things up, get this island cleared off so that we can get this kitchen cleaned up. Lots of dirty dishes, lots of stuff all over the island. So I want to just clear as much of it off as I can. Also, surprise, we got in our new bar stools, and I am obsessed. Obsessed is an understatement. I knew I wanted wood stools because they are very easy to clean, and since our floors are white oak, that's what we kind of chose to stick with. We chose a light natural wood, and it pairs so well with our floors. They're very well made, easy to put together, and I think the best part for us was they are affordable compared to a lot of the ones that we had looked at. They did come in a 2-pack as well, which was really nice. So I'll make sure to have the ones that we bought linked down below if you want to check them out as well.
But I know you see me too. Everybody's singing, oh, everybody's singing, oh.
I have been loving our large farmhouse sink. I was really nervous because it's just one big sink versus the sinks that have the split sides. That's the only thing I've ever known. We had them growing up. I had them in our apartments. So choosing this farmhouse sink was a little bit of a risk. I didn't know how much I was going to like it. The only thing that stinks about this big sink is when you forget to dump something out. Like in my case this day, I forgot to empty our coffee pot before I had started filling our sink with water. So not a huge deal. I just ran to the bathroom, dumped it out in there in order to be able to wash it because I didn't want to dump that leftover coffee into my dishwater, if that makes sense. I know I could have saved it until the very end. I could have emptied our sink and then washed it. But again, it's not a huge deal. It's not a deal breaker for me. Just something to think about if you're interested in making the switch to a farmhouse sink versus the split sides. Also, one positive, something I really love about this sink that you'll see later on in today's video, I was able to soak our stovetop grates in this sink completely. Before, if I wanted to wash something like this, I would have to soak one side and then flip it around. These, all 3 of them, fit perfectly in our sink with extra room to spare, so that was really nice.
And it's getting dark in this room.
Marshall and I are also working our way through adding those finishing touches to our cabinetry just to make it look, I guess, more custom or, I don't know, finished, whatever the right word is. You might notice most of the toe kicks have been added underneath all of our cabinets so that crumbs and all of that don't go underneath them. I don't know if you guys even remember, but before it was just on those pegs. Now we have those toe kicks that are added, so it just looks a lot more finished. And then we do still have to finish off near the sink area. Right underneath the sink, Marshall has a piece cut to finish it off. It's white. However, I've been thinking about adding a drip tray. I don't know if any of you are familiar with that or have seen those. I think they're so cute. I just don't know if we'll be able to make one, and I don't know if I want to order one. I'm just undecided at this point. So he left that one blank. It's just a little gap for right now until I make a decision, but the other two sides have been installed, and now we're just trying to pick out a range hood to go above our stove so that Marshall can build our custom vent hood, and I am so excited. I cannot wait. So my birthday is coming up next week, and I normally don't look forward to birthdays. I hate getting older, but this year my birthday's on a Friday, which is always fun. It's the 24th of February, so I'm sure we're gonna come up with something exciting to do to celebrate. I'm so grateful for my mom and sister. This year for my birthday, they gifted it a little early, but they both chipped in money so that we could buy either a water softener or some nightstands. Now, I found some nightstands that I love, and they are a decent price, but we really need a water softener. I've been saying that for a few months, so I think that's what we're leaning towards purchasing. We're trying to hold out for a little bit to see if Menards runs another 11% rebate offer soon. That's the way to go if you guys are renovating a house or doing any projects at home, because those rebates really start to add up. And I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but when we purchased our kitchen, we had such a large rebate, we were able to buy all of our trim for our house, and we still have money left over. So if you guys are in the market to renovate anything or doing any at-home projects and you have a Menards close by, definitely keep an eye out for whenever they run the 11% rebate offers. It was also my mom's birthday earlier this month, and every year we get together with my aunts, depending on whose birthday it is, which would, I guess, be her sister's. We always get lunch, we do some shopping, and so we're actually doing that this weekend. This is the weekend that it kind of worked out for everybody, and I'm really looking forward to it. I cannot wait to see all of the spring stuff that the stores have out. We've been having really nice weather the past couple of weeks. There was a few icky days here and there, but one of the days, I think it hit a high of 45 degrees. I want to say that was the highest it hit, which is very warm for Minnesota in February. Typically in February, it's snowy and cold. We don't start getting warmer weather until maybe mid to end of March. So this is huge. I'm hoping, crossing my fingers for an early spring this year. You'll notice that I'm drying the dishes, but I'm not putting some of them away because the drawer, or I guess the cabinet, that I'm going to be cleaning out, organizing, kind of decluttering, that one is wide open in the middle of our island. I don't know if I've ever explained this in a past video, but this is where our microwave is eventually going to go. We installed the drawer part of it. There's going to be a shelf, and then whenever we purchase the microwave and also the trim kit, that's going to be placed here. And we're not in a huge rush to get a microwave right now because we've been doing just fine with our oven and our stove. We've been heating everything up that way, no problem. I thought I would struggle without a microwave, to be honest, but I don't know. A microwave is convenient, yes, but our oven and stove have worked out just fine.
Now, are you saying that to change your mind? For love or pity, let me know. Not now, 'cause your love made me go blind. What am I hearing? Saying you're moving back. When were you gonna tell me that? What am I hearing? It feels like a heart attack. Someone help me catch my breath again. How did you stop loving me? How is that even possible? How could we let love go? How could we move on?
As I'm starting to declutter this space, I didn't realize how many plastic bags we had accumulated over the past couple of months. I always just stuck them in here when we had them because it was just so easy and readily available whenever we needed one. I don't like throwing these bags away because I feel like there are so many uses for them. It's just they accumulate so fast when you're getting groceries every week or every other week. So I ended up storing most of the excess plastic bags in a very large home goods plastic bag that we had, and I ended up putting those downstairs as just like our extras. And then I did fill up our bag container that we had in our last apartment, and I stuck that in our hall closet. And while doing all of that, Marshall had arrived back home, and you will see he was kind of carrying stuff in and out, but the kittens snuck inside, so you'll get to see them a little bit. We do like to let them in for a little bit now and then, usually about 5 to 10 minutes at a time. We don't want them in too long, just to get a little love, but they love to be wherever we are, and it's so cute.
How could we let love go? How could we move on? Move on. Why you wanna let me go? Nah, nah, now. Are you saying that to change your mind? For love or pity, let me know. Nah, nah, now. 'Cause your love made me go blind. Why you wanna let me go? Nah, nah.
Here's how the messy drawer turned out. A majority of the stuff that was in here did not belong. It was just so convenient to just stuff anything and everything in here because it didn't have a place. And I tried my best to find everything a spot. And I know once we get all of our upper cabinets installed and drawer pulls on, it's going to be so much easier to organize this entire kitchen. We did order door pulls, and I shared over on Instagram one day, but they were just not exactly the right color, or they just weren't exactly what I was looking for. So we are going to be returning those, and we are still on the search for different cabinet pulls. But anyways, I wanted to give this stove a really good deep cleaning. I've done a really good job wiping it down every night, or at least every other night, to really keep up on it and keep it looking nice. But even when doing that, it still needs some extra scrubbing every now and then. So I went ahead and removed the grates, and I have them soaking in hot soapy water. And right now I'm just kind of wiping everything else down. I did try out a few different products on our stove and oven just to see what I liked the best. I tried stainless steel cleaner, glass cleaner, and then Dawn power wash spray. Honestly, the power wash spray with hot soapy water and a scrub brush worked the best in my opinion. I think the Dawn really helped break up any of that grease residue and just made it super easy to wipe up.
Beautiful stars, I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette.
Growing up, I always had a flat stove top, and in the apartments that we've lived in, they were all electric. So when Marshall wanted a gas cooktop, at first I was not on board. Everything else in this house, we switched over to electric, but this is one of my favorite purchases that we have made for our house. We did splurge on the stove and go with a bigger size. We went with a 36-inch versus a 30-inch, I think is the standard, and I love it so much. It is such a statement in this kitchen, and it is perfect. And now that I've used it for a few months, I think that this gas stove heats up water so much faster. It's way easier to control the temperature that you cook foods at. Overall, it's been really great.
To hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks.
These grates have been soaking for a while now, and I'm going to be using that same scrub brush and some Dawn to really get them clean. This scrubber is actually really handy, and I'll link the one that I have down below in the description box, but anytime I find them in stores or like I'll feel them, I was always so hesitant because they seemed so hard and not great for dishes. But this one, once it gets wet, it really kind of softens up just enough to be safe on your dishes, but still hard enough to clean everything. So I'm a really big fan. I kind of had a feeling once I started using the Scrub Daddy sponges. If you've ever had one, they're extremely hard when you get them, but as soon as you soak them in water, they become really like absorbent and squishy, and they're really great for cleaning dishes. So I really love a good Scrub Daddy sponge. I do buy those all the time as well. I do have one on my counter. You can see the pink and yellow one. I do want to try out more of their sponges though. So if you've ever tried that brand, let me know down below in the comments which one is your favorite. For my birthday last year, my mom had gifted me these Rubbermaid food storage containers, and I love them. I did save them for the new house and just kind of broke them out of the box to wash them up, and I love how they look, and they're great for storing food. I prepped our chicken this past week, and it kept the shredded chicken so fresh. So I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye out for more of these whenever I go to the store. We are only about halfway done with today's video. Lots and lots of cleaning motivation, and it feels so good to be able to clean this kitchen with countertops and a working kitchen sink. I know I say this in pretty much every video, but things are really coming together, and we worked so hard for this, and I'm just very grateful to be able to live in this beautiful home. It has been so much fun picking everything out, designing it, so rewarding. Once we get this kitchen done and we also do something with our bathroom, I will have to film an updated where we started video and kind of where we ended up, because even I sometimes forget how far we've actually come. And I'll put in a little before picture of what this kitchen used to look like, just as a little reminder in case you missed it, or maybe you weren't here last year when I first shared the news. It doesn't even feel like the same house. But once we get this kitchen and bathroom done, the next step I'm gonna be sharing is the basement. I haven't shared that yet in a video, and I wanna share what our plans are for down there, and I'm super excited about it.
Follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy, or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Before you turn away, I just want you to know that I didn't throw your stuff away. Before you make up your mind.
You guys know I was hesitant to go with a bridge faucet as opposed to a single faucet. I was going back and forth. In my gut, I wanted a bridge faucet, but I felt like it was more practical to do the single. I have zero regrets with going with this bridge faucet. It is everything and more, and I am just so happy I went with my gut and just bought what I wanted to. I was a little nervous about the sprayer being on like its own separate thing, but nope, I love it so much. And you guys, the color of this is so pretty. I just love it. I couldn't be any happier. We did purchase it from Amazon. I did a lot of research, and this is the one we ended up going with, and it was on a really big sale. So if you guys are in the market for a bridge faucet or a new faucet, kind of keep your eye out if you're looking at this exact one, because it does go in and out of sale quite often. And I'll just make sure to have this exact one linked down below in the description box.
That you feel it too. I know that I told you we're over
In case you're curious, because the last couple of videos that I've shared of our kitchen, whenever I watch the footage back, it bothers me. So on our kitchen island, you might notice that it's all white except for these brown strips, which is unfinished wood on those side panels. Those will eventually be painted white. We just need to go get the right color paint to match the cabinets. And we're also trying to decide if we want to wait until we have all of the uppers up and then get the paint that we need for everything rather than having to make 2 trips. So we're waiting on it. Hopefully soon that's taken care of. But Marshall is also working on the wiring in the kitchen island so that we'll have an outlet plug-in on the sides for kitchen appliances and also the microwave. It's going to be really convenient because now that we have bar stools, I do like to work out there every once in a while, maybe for an hour or 2. And it's just a nice little change of scenery. So I definitely need a plug-in in our kitchen island if I'm going to be continuing to do that.
I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that.
I'm switching out our kitchen island decor a little bit. It has been so fun playing around with different things. And a few weeks ago, I purchased, I think, like 5 new pots or vases from Walmart to use in and around our home. And I just added a faux plant to this black, I guess you would say distressed vase. And I also added in some white baby's breath stems that I just picked up this last weekend at World Market. I think those two combined together in this vase really upscales it, and I love it. I love how it turns out. I'll make sure to have everything linked down below in the description box. I also ended up switching out that brown fruit bowl for the white one because that's what I bought it for. Later in this day, I went grocery shopping and I did pick up a ton more fruit to fill that bowl, and it's just 10 out of 10. Such a cute vase, but I'm using it as a bowl for your kitchen. I just think the texture of it, the look of it is so, I don't know, it just fits this vase perfectly and it's great for a fruit bowl. Since it's from Walmart, it was so affordable. I think everybody needs this vase. I love it so much, and I think it can be used for so many things, especially, I mean, even if you want to put a plant in it, you're welcome to do that. It is a vase, but I just think it looks great as a fruit bowl. You could also put it on your coffee table on a stack of books. So many options. I'm also going to link our kitchen runner down below as well because I've gotten a few questions. I can't remember if it was in my last video or the one before that. But a few of you wanted to know where it's from, and I'll also make sure to have that link down below.
I thought we'd never fall. Could have tried much harder. Now all we have are scars. You said we'd get so high, higher up than heaven. You said we'd reach the stars. But look at us now, could have gone so far. It hurts to realize we're parted. Yeah, look at us now, this is who we are. And I just know things will never be the same, like strangers again.
Moving over to the entryway, I was just kind of vacuuming up in here. I did straighten up the shoes. I was going to wash our rugs. And sometimes it's just easier to let the cats in if I need to go in and out of the door just to get whatever I'm doing done, and then we'll let them back out. We do spoil them so much. They love just being wherever we are. I know I mentioned that. It's really hard not to just keep them inside cats because they're so snuggly. They love us. But when we got them, we specifically got them to be outside barn cats. And their job is to keep those critters and mice away. They have been doing an excellent job. They even caught a snake this last year before the snow came, which is pretty cool.
You said that you had to. I'll try to forget you. Just didn't think we'd end up this way, like strangers again. Strangers again. Like strangers again. Oh, I know things will never be the same, like strangers again.
I'm just going to do a quick mop of the whole kitchen and the entryway just to kind of finish up this kitchen deep clean and organize with me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. I am planning to do more in-depth declutter and organizing videos soon. It's just been really hard to dedicate time to a big project like that when we're still kind of in the middle of renovations and house stuff on the weekends. I also really want to go up to my mom's house this spring to help her do a full garage clean out where we declutter and just get rid of everything and organize the stuff that she wants to keep. It is a complete disaster in her garage, so I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be such a big transformation. I'm going to need a lot of extra hands that weekend. But again, I'm really looking forward to it. I want to thank you guys so much for watching and for being here. If you made it until the end of today's video, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and also comment a heart. Let's do a heart emoji because it was just Valentine's Day. Comment a heart emoji down below in the comment if you made it all the way until the end. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you all back here very soon. Bye, you guys.